college girl finally confessed to her senior, but before he could reply, his first love appeared. In seconds, her heart shattered. She didn't wait for an explanation and walked away, letting the rain hide her tears until a boy ran toward her with an umbrella. He patted her head with worry and said angrily, "Stay away from her, she means too much to me." She froze. She couldn't believe it. Him, her childhood enemy, saying this in front of everyone? Earlier that day, when the teacher asked everyone to form groups, she quickly joined her seniors. What she didn't know was that someone's eyes were fixed on her childhood enemy. They used to fight constantly, but as they grew up, his feelings had started to change. Though he was a famous mobile game player, every girl wanted him in his group. He only cared about being with her. When he saw her with the senior, he walked straight toward her and grabbed her wrist, saying, "She's with me." At the same time, her senior held her other hand. The classroom fell silent. One girl, two boys, both refusing to let go. She rolled her eyes and said, "Stop it. This isn't a competition." But to them, it absolutely was. Finally, the teacher intervened, forcing them into a three-person group. Neither boy looked satisfied. The next day, as she stepped out of class, her senior approached her, but her phone rang. It was him, her childhood rival. "Why are you calling me?" She frowned. "What happened? Am I interrupting your precious date?" The girl couldn't believe. Why was he doing that? His patience had worn thin. When the senior asked if she wanted to study together, he cut her off. "No, she's busy. She'll tutor me this weekend," he said quickly. The senior noticed something was off and walked away. She turned to him furiously and demanded, "Why is he doing that?" His eyes burned as he replied, "What's so good about that guy? Why are you choosing him? It's none of your business," she shouted, walking away, leaving him heartbroken. That night, the girl was sleeping peacefully in her hostel when she got a call from the boy's mother. He hadn't been answering her mother's calls and panic set in. She called him and realized he was drunk, so she rushed over to make sure he was okay. When she arrived, she stumbled and fell right into him. Their eyes met, and for a brief moment, something unusual passed between them. She quickly came back to her senses and managed to get him safely into the car. In the car, he was clingy, complaining softly about her behavior, and she realized just how much her words had affected him. The next morning, he woke up and froze when he saw her in his house. Then pieces of the night before came back and guilt hit him. At breakfast, he barely spoke. When she finished eating and headed for the door, he stopped her. "I thought you were going to tutor me," he said. She blinked at him, confused. Since when did he care about studying? Assuming he was just messing with her, she tried to leave, but he caught her wrist and pulled her a little closer. They were close enough to hear each other breathe. He caught a familiar scent and frowned. He'd smelled it before recently. Something about it felt connected to last night, but he couldn't quite place it. She stepped back quickly. "Fine, I'll help you," she said. But the tension between them didn't go away. What happens next? You'll see in part 3.